Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Let's do some more questions to understand this better. Now we have 35 minus 20. Both the numbers are positive. So what do? Simply find their difference. So the answer is 15. Okay. And the sign that we'll have is a positive sign because 35 is the bigger number which has got a positive sign with it. Now the next one is 72, which is a plus sign, and minus 90. So simple. How do you subtract 90 and you subtract 72? Just use the formal method to do such kind of numbers, that you have two positive numbers and you are simply finding their difference. So the answer is 18, right? So we write 18 here. But because minus sign is with the bigger number, we put minus in front of it. I hope this makes sense. Next one, here we have got minus 15, minus of minus 18. Minus and minus together sign makes a plus sign. Okay, so this becomes minus 15 plus 18. Now we have a negative integer and a positive integer. Okay, so negative integer and positive integer. Simply find the difference. The difference is 3. And which number is bigger irrespective of sign? It is 18. So it is a plus 3. I hope this is clear. Let's do some more questions, because these kind of questions in integers just need your little practice and then you're good to it. Now here we have got a minus 20, minus 13. So minus integer and a positive integer with a minus sign. So what we'll do? Simply just imagine them as it was minus 20 and minus 13. You can imagine it like this as well. Simply you need to add them and a negative sign will obviously come there. So it is minus 33. Coming to the next one, 23 minus minus 12. Two negative signs when you see together, what will happen? It will change into a plus sign. So the answer will be 35. Now moving to the next one, minus of 32, then we have minus of minus 40. So the minus and minus turns into a positive sign and it's a 40. Now you have a negative integer and a positive integer. What do? You simply find the difference. And which number is bigger? 40 is bigger. So it is a plus sign. I hope this is clear. Now let's see which sign we are supposed to put in between these numbers. So we are going to solve it first and then we'll put the sign, which is bigger, which is smaller, which are equal. So in the first one here we have got minus 3 plus minus 6. Both are minus negative numbers. We are required to add them. So the answer will be minus 9. Here it is minus 3 minus of minus 6 means minus 3 plus 6. Minus minus becomes plus. So now both are of different signs. So the answer is 3, that too a plus 3. So which number is bigger? Minus 9 is bigger or plus 3 is bigger? The answer is plus 3 is bigger. I hope this is clear. Coming to the next one, here we have minus and minus signs sitting together, so it turns into a plus 10 and this is minus 21. So minus 21 and plus 10. So what do we need to find? We need to find their difference. What is the difference? It is 11. Let's write it just the difference. It is, so the answer comes out to be minus 11. Here it is a negative number and a negative number that requires to be added. So simply add the numbers. It is 42. With a negative sign, right? Which number is bigger out of the two? Think of a number line. Which number is sitting on the right side will be the bigger one. So clearly this is the bigger one. Coming to the next one, 45 adding to 11. So minus minus, because it's minus minus, this will change into a plus sign, right? So 45 added to 11 is 56 with a plus sign. And here on this side we have got 57 and we are required to take away 4 from this. So this becomes 53 with a plus sign. Which is bigger? 56 is bigger. Coming to the last D part. Here it's minus 25 minus minus 42. So minus 25 and this becomes a plus of 42. Is that right? On the other side, what do we have? We have minus 42 and minus minus becomes plus 25. I hope you are clear with this, that why we are writing this. Now look at this, we don't even need to solve this problem in order to understand what is going to be its answer, right? So why? Because here on the side we see 25 which is a negative and we have got a 42 which is in positive. So definitely the answer that is going to come out here will be a positive number. 42 take away 25 is 17 with a positive sign, and the same thing is here. 42 take away 25 is 17, but here the number 42 is bigger, so this will be a negative number. And definitely plus 17 is bigger than minus 17. Now, here we need to fill in these blanks. This particular question is teaching you about the additive inverse of the numbers. Okay, so every time when you see that to a particular number, if we are adding a number and we are getting the answer as 0, so that means we are adding the additive inverse to that particular number. Only then you will get the answer as 0. So what can we add to minus 8 to get 0? We add a plus 8 to it. I hope this is clear. What will you add to 13? That is a plus 13 to get 0. It is minus 13 you will add, because minus 13 is additive inverse of 13. Now plus 12 and minus 12, the answer is a 0. Now minus 4 plus something gives minus 12. Okay, minus 4, you add something to get minus 12. So start thinking that you are sitting on minus 4 on a number line. Which direction do you need to move to reach minus 12? You need to move to the left direction. And how many steps from 4 you need to reach 12? You will need 8 steps. So minus 8 steps. From 4, if you take minus 8 steps, that is 8 steps to the left, you will reach minus 12. Now the last one says a number, take away 15 as minus 10. So it's simple. Minus 10 means that your number should be it needs to be a positive number, but it needs to be less than 15. So if I put a 5 here, check my answer. A positive 5 minus 15 gives a minus 10. I hope this makes some sense. Positive 5 and a negative 15. If we are at 5 on the number line and we start to move, so say this is the number line, and if we start to move in the left, so say this is somewhere 0, and we move 15 steps in the backward, that is left direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then these are 5 steps. We need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps this side. So where will we reach? We will reach on minus 10. I hope this is clear. Now let's solve these questions here. Here we are going to deal with more than 2 numbers while solving the integers. Okay. So let us simplify this question in every step. So starting with the first one here. It is minus 7 minus 8. So minus and minus of integer. Clearly it's going to be an addition. So it is 15 with a minus sign. And what are we left with? We are left with minus of minus 25. How can we write minus of minus? It is minus 15 plus 25. I hope this is clear. Why minus and minus are written down as plus? Because negative signs become a positive sign. So 15 and 25, these are 2 integers where one is negative, one is positive. So we are going to take the difference of the 2. So what is the difference between 15 and 25? It is 10. And which integer is bigger? 25 is bigger. So we'll borrow its sign. So the answer is plus 10. I hope this is clear. Moving to the next one. Let's solve 13 and 32 at first. Clearly we can see that 13 here is a negative number and 32 here is a positive number, right? So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to take the difference of the 2. So 32 take away 13, the answer is 19, and make sure because plus 32 is given, so it is plus 19. Then we have a minus 8 and a minus 1. Now we will solve 19 minus 8 first. So what is 19 minus 8? The answer is simple. It is 11, right? Because here it's just simple, a positive number, and from that we are going to take away a simple 8 from it. So 19 minus 8 is 11. Now we are left to work with minus 1. The answer is plus 10. I hope this is clear. The next one is here minus 7 plus minus 8. So both the numbers are negative. We are going to add them. Negative integers are simply added together. So this becomes 15. We simply put a negative sign because it's a negative and negative integer added together. Then we are left with minus of plus of minus 90. I hope you remember we have a plus and a minus sign, and a plus and a minus sign together comes out to be a minus sign. Okay, so we can write this as minus 15 minus 90. Okay, so minus 15 minus 90, it means that we are going to add them to, because both the integers are now like we are adding them, as both of them are negative integers, so the sum comes out to be 105 with a negative sign. Okay, now the next one is 50 minus minus 40. So we'll write this as 50 plus 40, then it is minus of minus 2. Let's solve these two first. So 50 and 40 both are we are adding them together, so it's 90. Then minus of minus 2 is basically plus 2. So the answer is 92. I hope you are clear with how we have solved these questions. So we are done with these questions. I hope you will make sure that you practice some more questions with the subtraction of integers. It's very important. Make sure that you practice as much questions as you can with integers, then you'll be more and more confident every time. So with this, we are done with the lesson of integers. We are done with the introduction of it. We know well what integers are, where we use them, the type of integers we have, and what all numbers fall into the category of integers. Then we learned about how we can add the integers in three conditions: when both the integers were negative, both were positive, and when one was negative and one was positive. We did the same with the subtraction of integers. And with this, we have completed our lesson of integers. I hope you will remember your lesson well and you will practice more questions with integers.